Good morning, class. How are you all? I hope you all are fine and doing great. Okay, kids, in previous video which I had uploaded, in that I have started lesson number 6 of SST, that is Coastal Plains and Islands, right? And today I am going to discuss its first part, that is the Western Coastal Plain. This is the coastal plain, this side is the Western Coastal Plain, and this side is the Eastern Coastal Plain. Right, so today we will discuss about the Western Coastal Plain in detail and the states which lies in this coast. Right, kids? Now, the Western Coastal Plains lies between the Western Ghats, these are the Western Ghats, and the Arabian Sea. Western Ghats, this orange line, these are the hills or known as Ghats. The land between Arabian Sea and Western Ghats is known as Western Coastal Plains. It starts from Gulf of Kutch in the north and ends at Kanyakumari in the south here. Now, this coastal plain is being divided into three parts. First is Kathiawar coast or Gujarat coast. The second middle part is known as Konkan coast, and the third part is known as Malabar coast. Okay. So kids, the first part of Western Coastal Plain is Kathiawar coast or Gujarat coast. As I told you, it lies between Gulf of Kutch here to Gulf of Kambat here, and this is one of the broadest part of Western Coastal Plain. And as you go downwards towards this part, it gets narrower towards the south of India. Right? Next is Konkan coast. Konkan coast is this part. This is Konkan coast. It lies in the middle of Western Coastal Plain and starting from Gulf of Kambat and stretching up to Goa. And this is quite rocky and uneven. Idhar ka jitna area hai, that is rocky. It is not even land. Many of the hills are also being located here on this shore. Now you can find many of the lighthouses which are being built along this coast to warn ships. What are lighthouses now? Lighthouses are the towers which are designed to emit light from a lamp in the sea to warn the ships and the boats in the dangerous areas, so that they cannot get hit with some of the hill located in that region. Okay, now Mumbai is the commercial capital of India and is located in Konkan coast. Commercial capital means, beta, Mumbai is one of the major center for many business and industrial activities, as it is one of the largest seaport in India. Moreover, this region is famous and rich in oil deposits. You can find many of the oil deposits here, and one of the major oil deposit of India is located here in Mumbai only, named as Bombay High. Many oil wells have been dug near Mumbai coast. Next comes Malabar coast. Malabar coast is the lower part. This part is known as Malabar coast, and it extends from Goa to Kanyakumari. But this area is less rocky. As I told you, Konkan coast is quite rocky and uneven, but Malabar coast is less rocky. Large amount of sand is deposited by the sea on this coast, forming sandbars, and we can find many of the lagoons here. Now, what are lagoons? When these sandbars trap water and form small lakes that are connected to sea, these lakes are called lagoons, and these are saltwater lakes as it consists of seawater. Seawater is salty, and these lakes are shallow. These are not deep, right? And these canals are further used for transporting of goods from one place to another place. Now, if we talk about the climate of Western Coastal Plain, the climate here is quite hot and humid. The temperature there is not so high. Garmi hoti hai, but as soon as the temperature raises, it starts raining, just as it is being surrounded by water bodies from three sides. So lot of evaporation is there, and it brings rain, which makes the atmosphere climate there humid, and it remains humid throughout the year. The people living here grows tobacco, banana, rice, coffee, sugarcane, cloves, cashew nut and pepper. And you can find plenty of coconut trees around Malabar coast. And do you know which is the largest lagoon located in India? It's Chilka Lake. Chilka Lake is one of the largest lagoon in India and is located in Odisha, the state of Odisha. Okay. Next comes the states which are located or the part of western coastal plain. The first state is Gujarat. The people of Gujarat are traders and farmers. They are mostly involved in the agriculture purpose and the trader. Trader means they used to buy and sell the goods from one country. They used to, whatever goods they used to buy from other countries, that is import, and whatever they used to sell to other countries, that is export. So mostly the people are indulged in trading business. The crops grown here are cotton, jowar, bajra, wheat and sugarcane. And the other people are involved in dairy farming, as dairy farming is one of the popular occupation of the people living in Gujarat, specifically in Anand, which is a city in Gujarat. Dairy farming means the people are involved in dairy products like milk, curd, butter, all the things which are being made by using milk. Now petroleum and natural gas have been found in Ankleshwar in Gujarat. You can find petroleum and natural gas also in Ankleshwar. Now the port of Kandla, which is located in Gujarat, is used to export and import goods. I told you that the people are traders here. So obviously export and import is being done at Kandla port here. And the salt is made in the coastal areas by drying seawater. As you all know, the seawater is salty. I told you earlier also. So when the sandbars are being made and they used to collect the seawater in those sandbars, and when this water gets evaporated, it gets converted into salt. Salt remains behind after evaporation of water. Ahmedabad is the largest city and this city is famous for the textile mills. Gandhinagar is the capital of Gujarat, and another important feature is the Gir National Park, which is famous for Asiatic lion. The people living here used to speak Gujarati. They used to wear, men specifically used to wear chudidar pajamas and kurta. The women living here used to wear sari or lehenga, and the major folk dance of this place is Ras Garba. Okay kids? Kids, now the next state of this region is Maharashtra. Mumbai is the capital of Maharashtra and it is located in Konkan coast. Now as I told you, it is one of the largest seaport of India and important business and industrial center. That is why it is known as the commercial capital of this coast. Okay, Marathi and Konkani are the major languages spoken here, and there are different types of fruits and crops which are grown in Maharashtra. And large deposits of petroleum are available at the seabed near Mumbai. As I told you, Bombay High is one of the largest oil refinery which is located in Mumbai. Right? Next state is Goa. Goa lies towards the south of Maharashtra and it is famous for its beautiful beaches, and it is one of the major tourist attraction. Right? Panaji is the capital of Goa, and majority of the people living there are farmers and fishermen. The main crops grown in this area are rice, coconut, cashew nut and mangoes. Now Goa is also famous for its iron deposits. You can find lot of iron ore in this region. Now the famous tourist places in this state are St. Xavier's Church, Mahalakshmi Temple, Fort Aguada, right? And there are many more places to visit in this region. Next state is Kerala. Kerala lies in the extreme south of Malabar coast and its capital is Thiruvananthapuram. The major crops grown in this region are rice, coconut, rubber, cocoa, coffee and spices. Yes, spices are also very popular in the Kerala. Kerala is one of the most literate state of India, means the number of educated people is much more as compared to other states of India. In Kerala, almost everyone in Kerala knows how to read and write. Malayalam and English are the main languages of this state, and Kathakali and Mohiniyattam, these are the main classical dances of this state. Onam is one of the popular festival of this state, which is this festival is famous for its snake boat races, which are held during Onam. Now look at this boat. This is a boat which seems to look like a snake pointed towards its edges. That is why it is known as snake boat race. Okay, so that's all for today.